What's going on, Sumolings? Thank you so much for joining us for another product walkthrough webinar. I am Lindsay, and today I am joined by the team over at VivifyScrum. VivifyScrum is an agile project management tool that combines customizable boards, time tracking, team management, and invoicing. It is available on AppSumo right now, starting at $49 for a lifetime deal. But before we dive into the walkthrough, I just want to tell y'all a few quick things. The first, if you want to tell us a little bit about your use case, a little bit about your projects and business, you can go ahead and do that over in the chat room. If you have any questions about the tool, the deal, how to get set up, go ahead and leave those questions in the Q&A box down below this video. We do have somebody on standby to answer them, but we will also do a short Q&A at the end of the walkthrough. And the last thing is that there will be a replay of this available. So if you want to just hang out, watch this over and over again, you totally can. If you need to step out, you can as well. All right, that is it for me. Hey, Mariha, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
Wonderful. I am doing very well. I am excited to walk through this today. You can go ahead and start the walkthrough and let me know when you are ready to do the Q&A later.
Okay, thank you. So hi, Sumolings. My name is Maria, and I work at VivifyScrum as a customer support manager. VivifyScrum has been on the market since 2015. So for the last 5 years, it has evolved quite a lot. And if you want to get to know more about the history, I won't bother you with it anymore. You can check out the comment from our co-founder on our deal page on AppSumo. So I will start this walkthrough with probably the most commonly used sentence in 2020. I'll share my screen. So here it goes. And this, what you see here, is your VivifyScrum dashboard. When you log in for the first time, you will only see my organization without all these projects and boards. The organization is created automatically. What you will want to do first is create your first board. So let's name it first board. Click on the next. In VivifyScrum, you have two types of boards to choose from, Scrum and Kanban. In this walkthrough, we'll choose the Scrum board. It is great for complex projects, and if you are organizing your work into several periods, like in iterations, and the Kanban board is like a simple to-do list. So let's choose Scrum. On the next step, you can import the configuration from another board. But if you're creating your first one, you won't have any boards to choose from. And you can also import the team members from another boards. On the next step, you can add your own logo, or it can be a logo of a client for the project you're working on. And click on next. So this is the next last step. This over here. So you here in the left side sidebar, left-hand sidebar, you see your board in your organization, and this is the product backlog. These columns, backlog and sprint 1, are the default columns. You can delete the sprint column, but you can't delete the backlog column. What you can do is customize your board to match your workflow. So you can maybe add a column for documents. You can add a column for users' feedback. What you can do with them is you can drag and drop them to reorder them, and each column has its own drop-down menu with the different options, but we will go through that later. Before we start adding our tasks, you will probably want to work with your team on this board. So we will head over to the team members page. Here you will always see your picture first, because if you own the organization, you will automatically be the owner of all boards within that organization. So you can invite your team members. If you're doing this for the first time, so if this is your first board, you will have to type the whole email address of your team members or the persons who you like to invite. Because I have other boards here, I'll just type the names. What you can do here, but this can also be changed later, is you can assign permissions. So we have 4 types of permission on the board: admin, write, read, which is read only, and read and comment. So we will stay with the admin. We can invite someone more, Sophie, for example, and Sophie can have write permission. And as I said, you can change it later over here. So let's go to the product backlog and create our first task. You can create tasks by clicking on the plus icon or by using a keyboard shortcut, which is pressing the key A. First, what is required is giving a title of the item. So let's name it homepage design. And what is very useful here is that when you type the hashtag, you will get this drop-down menu. And let's say we want to assign Mark to do this task. Just start typing Mark and click enter. And let's say this task will be, its type will be improvement. And click enter. So your first task is created. Let's open it to see more details. Here you can add a description. In the description, you can, of course, add type the text, or you can drag and drop or select images from your computer. I will just show you how that looks like once you add a picture. So this is what it looks like while you're editing the description, and once you click save, the picture will appear. Next, you can add checklists here. You can add the multiple checklists and multiple checklist items. So let's say testimonials. Oh no, testimonials. Okay, so the items can be marked as done. The next section is files, where you can upload files directly from your computer, or you can use the integrations with Google Drive and Dropbox. The next section is about commits, comments, and activities. Commits are if you have the active integration with, let's say, GitHub or GitLab, the commits will appear here. And the comments are comments as usual, and activities are all the things that are happening with this item. So as you can see, we have that Mark has created checklist 1, that he has added a description, and so on. In comments, you can mention people. You can mention your team members, and they will get the email notification that they are mentioned in some comments. All of these tabs can be modified. You don't need to see all of them. If you don't want to see all of them, you can turn some of these off on the configure board page. I will go to it later. And you can also change the default tab you want to see here. On the right-hand side over here, the first thing you see here is the location of this item. Next, on this tab details, you have the performers. So we divide them in 2 groups, like assignees, the people who are responsible for working on this item, and reviewers who are responsible for checking that work that has been done on this item. You can assign multiple assignees on one item and multiple reviewers. Next, we have labels. These colored labels are the default ones. You can delete all of them, or you can just add a title to them. So let's say this is design. And you can also change color. I always go for a green one. And click on it and the label has been added to this item. Also, you can add multiple labels. Estimation, it's a relation between the value that this item brings to your business and between the effort units. So also this can be turned off in the configure board page if you don't want to use this the value option. And if you're using points or hours, it can also, or any custom unit, you can set up that too. We also have a planning poker, which is quite useful if the team is working remotely. So while they're estimating the tasks through their planning session, they can use the planning poker, and you will invite all of your team members. The thing is that they need to be the team members need to be online, which they're not at the moment, so I can't show you, but I will just show you how it looks like. So you invite the team members, and each member casts its vote. So you will here see the votes from other members, and you can change if you all agree to change the estimation over here, and click save, and that's it. You will see the points have been changed for this item. Next, we have a work log tab. You can create work logs manually, just entering them over here, or you can download the time tracker, which is available as a Chrome extension or a desktop app. Also, it is possible to switch on the time tracker directly on item cards, and I will show you how that looks like later. On the Relations tab, we have sub-items or parent items. In VivifyScrum, we have a two-level hierarchy. So one parent item can have multiple sub-items. You can add sub-items by searching for the existing ones here, or you can create a new one directly here. So that will mean that this item, which is opened right now, so this homepage design item, will become a parent item of all the sub-items that are created here. On the events page, you can set a due date. You can choose from these default options, or you can set a custom date for your due date. On this event button, it is actually for reminders. You can set when to receive an email about anything, like to remind you that you have a meeting or something. Many of these things that we've been doing in the opened item can be done directly from the card. So you see here, here's the estimation. Here you can write comments directly on this card. You can mark this item as a priority. You can set due dates here, and labels are located here, and so on. Oh, sorry, didn't want to open that. Each item has its own drop-down menu with many options, and I won't go through it because it might be a lot for this first walk through the app. So because I guess you don't want to wait and watch for me adding like 20 items, I will go to a board which already has many items added. So this is a product backlog. And since we're, as I said on the beginning, this is a Scrum board, the option here available is that each column can become is a sprint. So what you want to do when you begin another iteration, you would want to start a sprint. First, you will choose the sprint interval. So probably most teams have sprints that are long that last for 1 or 2 weeks. So just from today, 1 week, and you can also add a sprint goal, which is optional. I won't start this one because I already have one active sprint, but remember that you can have multiple active sprints. So if like, let's say two teams like designers and developers are working on the same board and they have different tasks, they can, each team can have its own active sprint on one board, within one board. Starting a sprint gives you a new page, which is called sprint backlog. It is right here. The sprint backlog pretty much looks the same as the product backlog, but what's important here is that every sprint backlog needs to have at least one column that is marked as done. So these four columns, actually the three columns are default ones: to do, in progress, and done. This review test column has been added by me, and we can add maybe more columns. Also, like on the product backlog, these columns can be dragged and dropped, like all of the items on this board, like this. You don't really need to move each item like one by one. You can use a multi-select, like the usual controls you use on your keyboard, shift and click, and you can select multiple items. This gives you a new drop-down menu over here, which is for bulk actions. So you can perform the same action on all of the selected items. So it can move items. This means moving on this board, like to a different column. You can add labels, assign items at once to one or more team members, move the items to different boards, mirror the items on other boards, or delete the selected ones. You can also manually move them to a different column. What is useful or also on this page is the filter option. You can filter by different criteria. Like, let's say we can filter like tasks assigned to Mark, and let's say we want to find all the bugs that are assigned to him. So you can see them there. You can save this filter if you use it a lot. So the filter is saved, and you can see this. And here, this indicates that you have an active filter. So once we clear this, you will again get all the items that are on this board, and the saved filters can be found over here. So that once you finish the sprint, once this iteration comes to an end, you will go here and finish the sprint. All the items that haven't been marked as done, so that haven't been completed and that are not in this done column, will be transferred to the product backlog in a newly created column, which will be called, in this case, landing page sprint not finished items. And that is like probably the basics with this sprint product and sprint backlog. I will go through other pages that are available. Each active sprint has a burn down page, which shows you different charts and a burn down chart, and some stats that are useful for tracking the performance of your team. Later, we have a stats page, which is a total stats. So this is for the whole board, not just for the active sprint. You can see the stats per user. You can group them by a sprint. You can choose what you want to see here: completed items, points, logged time, and so on. On the history page, you will get all the actions that have happened on the board by all the team members. So it really seems like that the Mark is doing all the work here. but you can choose like different periods, and yesterday, last 7 days, or you can choose a custom date range if you're looking for any particular action. On the labels page, you will get the list of all labels that have been created on this board. You can also add a description to each label. You will see all the assignees that are working on the items that have that label. You can see the number of items and so on. Once you click on a label, you will get to see all of the items and their location within this board. And on the next page, statistics, you will get some basic charts about these items that are labeled with that label. And on the details tab, you will get to add a description, change the color or the label name. On the files page, you guessed it, we have all the files that have been added to this board. You can search for them over here, and you can see the file name, and below it is the title of the item on which this file is attached. And when you click on it, you will open this item, and here you can see this file. You can download all the files here, but you can only download the files that have been uploaded from your computer. You can't download the files that have been attached from your cloud storage, whether you're using Dropbox or Google Drive. On the work logs page, you will see, okay, I have an active filter here. So on the work logs page, you will see all the logged hours by the team members on your board. And you saw the filter. So this is useful if you like want to see all the logged hours, like for, let's say, the last month, because you want to create, this is a test board. That is the reason I have only 3 logged work logs here. But when you filter the view, you can select all the work logs that have been created in the last month and create an invoice for those work logs. And you can create a downloadable report. Team members page was, I showed you this at the beginning. On the trash page, you can see all the items you've deleted. You can reopen them from here or delete them permanently. And now we're coming to the configure board page, which I mentioned a few times. So here you can change if you made a mistake or you think that Kanban would be more suitable for you, for your work, you can change the board type here. You can upload the logo, you can archive the board or delete it. And this is the settings page. This is the page I mentioned the most. Here you can set different default values, like default assignee, default follower. Followers are people, I forgot to explain this. Followers are people who want to be notified about any changes on an item, but they're not actually assignees nor reviewers. So like maybe a project manager who would want to be notified about the progress of an item, but he is not in charge of working on that item. That would be a follower. So here you can set those item tabs on your items. So you can turn off any of this, and here you will choose the one that will be the default one. Next, you can here you will can change the visibility of item card controls. So this means these are all the things you can do directly from an item card. And you see here the workload tracker is turned on. I will show you in a second how that looks like. And you can change the effort units here from points to hours or custom units. And we have a custom fields you can add to your items. And at the moment, they can only be numeric. The type can be numeric or input the text type. I will just go back here to show you how the time tracker looks like. Here is the workload tracker icon, and once you click it, start, and it starts logging your hours, your work. And once you click stop, it will automatically create a work log here on this item. That would be all about the boards, like a comprehensive overview. And I will just quickly go through the features related to the organization. So when you click on the organization name from the sidebar, you will get to see all the boards that have been created within this organization. Next, you can add projects. When you add the projects, you need to define the start date and an end date. You can add different groups like labels or tags for about this project. You can connect link clients with this project. You can link the boards. This means that you're linking the board where the where the actual work for this project is happening. And you can add engagements of your team members. So we will do that. You can, if you're not sure who will be the one who is working on this project, you can like put a placeholder, like we need a CSS developer, and he will be working for, let's say, 15 hours per week. And you need to add a role for him. This is all created by you, so there are no default roles. You need to create all of them. This functions similar like labels. And we need also to define from when this engagement starts and when will it end. So you can click add. So here you see this engagement. Later on, you can add, once you decide who will be working on this, you can add a real name or real email and a name of the person who will be working on this project. Next, we have the invoicing part. I already showed you how to create that you can create invoices based on the work logs, but you can create invoices from scratch. Here, everything on this page is editable, so you can change everything. You can choose a currency, and the list is quite long. And once you create this, you can add your logo here, and later when you have it created, when you have created it, you can send it directly from the app to your client, or you can save it as a new template if you want to use it again in the next month. Templates are located here on the second tab, and you can also change the status of the invoices from sent to overdue. On the work logs page, it is the same page, and it looks the same as the work logs page on your board, but this is the work logs page of the organization. So you have all the work logs from all of the boards that are within this organization. You can also perform the same actions here. You can filter the view. Let's say we want to see only Mark's work logs, and we would want to select them all and create an invoice for this. You can combine all of them, you can separate all of them, or group work logs by assignee, and this will create an invoice. So here you can see how many hours he has been working on. You just need to put the price, and if you have a tax discount or whatever. So it can be done from here. Yes. On the team management page, you would want to add all of your employees. So each employee has a profile card. It looks like this. You can add roles and labels to your team member. You can add some additional info like address, second email, birthday, salary, and so on. You can track their time off. You can track their vacation days, parental leave, sick leave, and other time off. You can add engagements for projects directly from this profile card, and you can see all of the boards where this team member has been added to. And you can, if you're the owner of the board, you can change all the permissions here. On the guests page, you will find all of the users you added to VivifyScrum or to your boards, but they are not your employees and they are not your organization members. So this will probably be like if you want to add your clients on a board for them to check out the progress of the project, and they need to have like a read-only permission. They will be visible here like guests. And if they have, as I said, the read-only permission on one of your boards, they don't count in that total number of team members you're paying for. On the permission sets tab, you can create custom permissions for your organization members. So let's see, I will show you just what options you have. You can choose what you want them to see and what would you want them to do here within the organization. The next page is reports. You can choose among the three types of reports: members data, engagements, and a work logs report. This generates a PDF report or a CSV file. On the configuration page, you have a basic organization info. You can transfer the organization to someone else. You can archive the organization or delete it forever. And what is left is your account settings, which they're accessible from here when you click on your name in the lower left corner. The first page you will see here is the My Assignments page. This page shows all of the items that have been assigned to you across all of the boards. So it doesn't matter in which organization they are. It just matters that you are a member of that board, and you will see all the tasks here. And next page is my history page, which is quite similar to the history page of a board, but you can see your history right on my history page. You can see all the boards, all the actions on all of the boards you belong to. So you see here the logo of a board, and the periods are the same as on the history page of a board. Next page is notifications. Here you will see all of the notifications you've received, and this is quite important page, notification settings. We have three types of notifications: email, desktop, and in-app notifications, and many actions. And you can really refine what you want to receive and how you want to receive the notification, whether it be via email or desktop or just an in-app. When you have the in-app notification, this bell over here, we will have the red dot, and you will see that you have a new notification. On the profile page, you have the most basic things like personal info, your email, and so on. And since you are AppSumo users, you will also hear, and this user I'm using right now is not. So you will see here the fifth tab, which is called AppSumo, and you can stack your codes there. And this is the last thing I will show you. You can also change the theme of VivifyScrum, so you can change the color, and that's it. Yeah, I'm done with the walkthrough, so we can go to the questions.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Sumolings, if you have any questions, this is your time to shine. Go ahead and send those to the Q&A box now. The question I know on a lot of Sumolings' minds is about roadmaps. So can you tell us a little bit about what Sumolings have to look forward to?
Yeah, well, the inquiry we got the most questions about is about white labels and white label and scene names. So at the moment, we are really considering adding this, and we are collecting the final requirements for that, and we're finding the best solution we can implement this in VivifyScrum. So to make it possible for Sumolings and for other users to have a custom domain, and probably in the first version, or we will start with the custom domain, and we will probably make it possible for them to change this logo over here. Instead of this VivifyScrum logo, they will be able to add their own logo, and probably the workspaces like in Slack or in such apps like those will be in some versions that will come later, that will not be probably available in the first version.
Wonderful, thank you. The question that we got in the Q&A box is about burn down and other charts. Are those available to be accessed by a permanent URL?
No, only they can boards and other pages in VivifyScrum can only be accessed by people who are invited to those boards. So if you have a read-only permission, you can't access those boards, and we don't have public links. So like we can't share a link to a board. You really need to add everyone by an email to the board if you want them to be able to see anything in VivifyScrum.
Fantastic. All right. Those are all of the questions that we have here right now. Sumolings, if you have any, I'm going to stall for just a second and see if anything else comes in. I always do this and it comes in always like as soon as I'm done, but I'm going to go ahead and start to wrap this up. Thank you so much, Maria, for walking us through everything and being so thorough. And Sumolings, if you have not already, you can go to appsumo.com/VivifyScrum to redeem your codes. It's available right now for $49 for a lifetime deal, and it is backed by AppSumo's 60-day guarantee. So you can go ahead, get set up, play around with it, and see how it works for you and your business. And of course, we love to hear how it's going for you. So you can always go ahead and leave those reviews on the deal page itself. And then if you have any more questions, you can leave those questions on the deal page as well. Thank you again, Maria. I hope you have a good one.
Thank you, Lindsay. Bye.
Bye.